I'm the one and only Ivan, and don't you forget it. Hello and welcome to Disney Dum Dum, the Dumbest Disney podcast. I'm your host, Joshua Howard, and I'm joined by my co-host, Lenny P.
That's me.
And Huichin E.
That's me.
Welcome to another week. We
Hi, friend.
watched some stuff on Disney Plus, including a new movie, but not the new movie that you're thinking about.
Which is?
Probably Mulan.
Yeah.
Did you guys buy it yet?
No.
Are you going to?
Are you? So we
I
can
don't
give the
know.
listeners what they want.
We're kind of on the fence.
Why's that?
Because it's free in like 3 months. But we are a podcast that goes over such things, so might get a jump on it.
Yeah. My sister paid for it. So It's available for me to watch now, and I'll give her some money. But I don't know. A lot of people aren't happy about it. The fact that you have to pay, and like the Chinese government stuff.
The political aspects behind it. Yeah. They don't like Mulan in real life.
So did they do terrible on Rotten Tomatoes?
I don't think so.
Or
the last I saw, it was certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. And I also saw comments that were like, this is Disney paying off Rotten Tomatoes, but I'm sure people would say that anyway.
Yeah.
Well, like, I've seen a lot of comments on my social media about people who have bought it and watched it, and most of them tend to like it. But if, like, they invited their entire family, they are, like, very divided. The score out of 100 was 80.
For what?
So
this one person?
That's a B.
B minus.
Yeah, that's not bad.
No.
I mean, it could be an A minus.
So what did we watch?
The one and only Ivan. The movie I didn't know existed, but he just told me to watch it.
I didn't either.
It was new, so I was like, "Oh, let's check this out."
How did you find out about? How did you find out about it? Yeah, that's how you say that.
I remember seeing previews, but I don't remember if it was in theaters like last year. But I remember seeing the previews for it, and then I logged on to Disney Plus, and then I saw Bryan Cranston. I was like, "What the hell did he do?" And I was like, "Oh, one and only Ivan. Story about talking animals. Let's watch this."
Yeah.
And then it's based on a true story.
Went from slinging meth to slinging gorilla doo-doo.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Yeah, I just saw it. I just played it because it looked, I guess, new.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know about it, but I saw it, so I started watching it.
Okay.
I didn't even know it was Bryan Cranston until I saw him in the
Yeah,
movie.
same. When was the last time Disney did a talking animal movie?
Jungle Book.
Oh,
yeah. Lion King.
Oh, both of those.
But Jungle Book was like 5 years ago. Lion King was like last year.
Jungle Book.
The Jon Favreau remake.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of the boy. Was he in it that much?
Mowgli.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even
remember.
Because that's when Christopher Walken. Is that the right?
Yeah. The orangutan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Ivan, what's it about? Talking gorilla. He's in a circus mall circus.
Mall circus, yeah.
Were they in a mall? Was that what they
was?
Yeah, it was like a huge.
I did like that setting. I thought it was cool. So on my notes, first thing I have: when was the last time I watched a talking animal movie? That was Lion King, apparently. And I thought the themed mall was really cool. You don't really see themed malls that much, do you?
What was the theme?
Circus.
Oh. I just thought he was in the circus. I wasn't very.
I didn't know it was like. I didn't know the entire mall was circus themed. Yeah. I thought it was just like Regency Mall with a zoo inside of it.
Big Top Mall. I think that's what it was called.
Now that I think about it, there was like other stores in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it shows like one as a little plot point, but they were still there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about what, slavery and the oppression, and robbing, poaching. That's what.
I think the word is animal tourism,
Yeah.
the phrase, which I'm very, very against.
Exploiting animals.
For money.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that's what that was about, and then I was like, why is Disney, I don't know, condoning this behavior? And then that's what the movie was about. So I was like, all right, good on you, Disney.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Did it say where it took place?
Somewhere.
Like country or state?
State.
I don't know. I think they did, but I don't remember it.
Because some of it was filmed in Central Florida.
Really?
Yeah. The mall is in Lakeland, I think.
Ah. It looked like, I don't know, somewhere out in the Midwest or something.
And there is like
Like
a elephant sanctuary, like a retirement place in Central Florida, where what's that big circus? Ringling Brothers.
And Barnum and Bailey.
Yeah, all those guys are involved.
So they have what? Just elephant sanctuary? They just give them the old elephants?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know if it's...
Can we go see them?
I think you could go there. I don't know. I'd have to look that up.
Ooh, what's the name of it?
Talk about it while I look it up. Talk about something.
Are you trying to exploit these elephants is what you're saying?
Well, no, I want to read into it, like how they obtain the animals and how they treat them. Because the saddest part about the movie was the elephant, I think. Because you read about elephants in real life, how they're trained to become tourist animals, and they're literally beaten until their soul is broken. And there's a term for that.
What's the term?
In the elephant world.
Are you getting choked up just talking about this right now?
I forget. And they're like separated from their mothers, and elephants are so smart and wise and intelligent that it's sad to see them.
But you would pay money to go ride one.
You... I wouldn't.
You sure?
Yeah, I wouldn't ever. Like, my dream vacation would be to go to Thailand, and I would not ride the elephants. I would not sit next to that white tiger for the picture. If anything, I want to visit that lady who rescues them and in the sanctuary and takes baths with them in the lake.
But what if there was like a wild elephant? Would you jump on its back and ride it?
No.
Just pick you up and take you.
If it was nice and it walked up to me, then I would touch it. And then if it didn't want to, I would just leave it alone.
So
have you touched an elephant before?
No.
On Wikipedia, it says it closed in 2017.
What happened to all the elephants?
Oh, the elephant. Oh.
They just let them go into the woods.
Sold it for meat. The elephant meat. How much money would you pay for an elephant steak?
I would not. That's...
Cavemen living good. All the woolly mammoth meat.
No. That's gross.
Did you just take a swig of that milk thinking about elephant milk?
Oh yeah, I forgot we talked about that. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah. If you saw a nursing elephant, would you just walk up and suckle?
I mean, if I knew I wasn't going to get crushed, how defensive are they with their teats?
If she like waved you over with her trunk.
With the trunk?
Yeah, I'd drink that shit.
Ew.
The little teeth. Yeah, that's how I'd do it.
So we see Ivan. It starts off with Ivan and he's talking, so it's good that they immediately let you know that's the kind of movie it is, because I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Then we see Bryan Cranston as a circus guy, ringleader.
Yeah,
I don't know what you
animal.
call those. Animal tortures. What do
Torture is a good word.
Torture.
Well, I thought
He liked
it was
Ivan.
interesting. Yeah, how like it didn't really show him abuse the animals that much.
No, he did not.
Like
Did he?
Well,
when Ruby.
by then they're already trained.
Yeah,
Well, he trained Ruby.
yeah, that's true. And he didn't like have the poker. What do they call it? A poker.
The chair.
The
I always
burner.
just see a chair. You're talking about like the guy with the chair and the whip.
No, there's usually a there's like a certain tool they use to
Like poke holes in
to
them.
beat elephants, like poke them in the ear and stuff. I
don't
forget
know.
what it's called.
Elephant poker.
Elephant poke.
You making this up? There's no
No,
tool.
it's real. It's like a huge spear, and they like will poke the elephants, and even they like bleed out and stuff.
It was a stick.
Like a spear is more like it because it's a pointed end that pierces their skin.
It sounds like you're just describing a spear, so let's just call it a spear.
I know there's like a certain there's a certain name for it. Elephant
spear.
Elephant training stick.
How accurate are those chair whip things combos with the lions? Pretty accurate.
What did you say?
You know how like you see in cartoons with the lions getting tamed by some dude with a chair and a whip?
Yeah, I don't think that's accurate at all.
Bullhook.
You know?
Why is it called a bullhook? They're elephants. I guess for elephant bulls, bull elephants, that's a word.
Is it a hook?
It's like a spike, and it also has a hook on it. So
you could show us.
It's like that. I'm showing you with my hands. This is really good. So we see Bryan Cranston. He's inviting people into the little circus in the mall. He's putting on a really bad accent. And I was like, oh no, is he going to sound like this the whole movie? But they kind of immediately address it. And some of the animals talk about how they're putting it on. We're introduced to all the animals. We got Ivan.
And what they...
We've got stands. There's
Stella.
Crawler. Peachy. Frankfurt. And Sprague.
I don't remember any of these people, by the way. I just remember Ivan and Stella.
I made up all those names.
There's Ivan the gorilla, Stella the elephant, the older elephant. There is the poodle. There is the birds, and then that's really all I remember. I feel like
there's a dog too.
There's a duck or something.
There's the rabbit on the fire truck. Mm-hmm. The seal.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the seal.
That's all I remember. And the
there's a dog.
Yeah,
that's a stray dog.
Yeah.
That comes into Ivan's cage.
Yeah. The stray dog. That's friends with Ivan.
He did have a name. I just don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
But yeah.
So Ivan's, what's the word? He's like the main attraction for the circus.
Right.
He's on a billboard because he's
poster boy.
He's scary.
The great big evil girl.
Yeah. So
his act was super weak. I've been hella disappointed. I don't know why he was the poster boy for that, the main attraction.
Do elephants?
Can you imagine the gorilla at Animal Kingdom getting mad and like beating their chest and screaming? That'd be terrifying.
No. Do elephants? Do gorillas roar like that? I don't know if I've actually seen footage of a gorilla.
I don't think so. The only time I've seen it happen is in movies.
Yeah.
They beat their chest though.
Right. Yeah.
And they'll charge, but I don't think I've heard one roar.
Yeah. So I wrote down here, do you guys want to open a mall, zoo, or circus? We can be Tiger Kings. So we can invest some money in Regency Mall. We can find some animals. Have people take pictures with them.
Yeah. You think dog circus, is that a thing?
Maybe.
You do that.
Dogs doing tricks. Yeah.
Yeah, you do dog circus, huh?
I would do a dog circus to make them adopted.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Help them get adopted.
You're gonna train it for 8 months and then
I would train every
give it
dog.
away for free.
I would housebreak every dog so that they will be adoptable, and then just showcase them.
It needs tricks. It's not a circus. It's just an adoption.
No.
It could be like a flea circus where you chain them up and you just see them jump through hoops.
I mean, I guess sit.
Yeah.
It's a trick.
If I could do sit, stand, paw, and then kiss, then I think we're good.
That's the only way we're gonna join a circus. We're gonna create a circus.
Is for good purposes. Getting
What about
dogs
bugs? You don't like bugs? Can we
What do you mean?
bug circus?
Bug circus would be good.
She hates bugs.
Since when?
Yeah.
I only hate one type of bug.
No, false. You hate ants. You hate roaches. You hate butterflies.
Butterflies.
I hate butterflies. Where is this coming from?
Remember yesterday you stomped on a butterfly for no reason?
Oh my god. Oh my god, how can I stomp on a butterfly? They're so fast.
That's why you got excited when you did it. You're like, oh my god, I just did it.
Oh my god, you're lying.
Why did you stomp on a butterfly?
We were literally walking Sky and a roach walked on the concrete and he just stomped it. It wasn't even in the house or anything. He's like, die, motherfucker. And then he just like stomped on that thing.
You.
Okay, that was me.
A roach?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was literally just out on the sidewalk, and I was like, my reaction was just to stomp on it. And then when I did, I was like, man, I actually felt kind of bad. He was just living his life.
I told you should feel bad. He was doing what we wanted him to do, just living outside, vibing.
It reminds me, I was on the monorail once, and the pole in the middle that you hang on to. And at the bottom of it, there was a spider, like on a web. So I was looking at it, trying to figure out what kind of it was. And then this kid, he just yells, die, 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 and starts stomping on it. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, oh, God.
Oh, man. She'd have been like, no, Charlotte.
Die, die, die.
I wonder what he's up to now.
Being an exterminator, I guess. Following his dreams.
You know how in cartoons exterminators have like mallets? I wonder if modern exterminators still do that.
Mallets?
Yeah.
Like,
no, they don't.
Just like walking around your house looking for rats.
No way. I've seen people have like the little duster thing that kind of looks like a mallet.
Two-handed mace made of wood. Crushing bugs with
I've
it.
never seen that.
That's going to be my... we're going to open a green pest control company. It's just me with a mallet.
Bugs.
Speaking of bugs, back to the movie. We see this child. I don't remember her name.
Oh, yeah.
The daughter.
Yeah. Her dad works at the circus and buys her some art supplies. Wait, no. What's Bryan Cranston's name? His character?
Bryan Cranston did buy him.
Yeah.
Buy her
he gave him money to buy her art supplies. And she gives her old crayons to Ivan, and he draws a beetle
that he sees.
Yeah.
In his cage.
See how I segued us to the beetle?
Yeah, that worked really well. My note after drawing a beetle is, oops, I fell asleep a little, but a new animal is coming now. So
you fell asleep?
Yeah. So I don't know what I missed.
I mean, yeah, so what you missed was the little girl showed her dad. Her dad didn't really care at all.
No, that comes after.
No, that was like right there.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Not much.
Because I know
he didn't like show
later on she's like, see, I told you he could draw.
Yeah. But the dad just waved it away. Brian was the one that actually saw value in that later on.
A drawing gorilla. I don't know if that's what he said.
Yeah, he drew like that, and then nothing. He didn't draw again for a while. I guess the butterfly was the next one. But I was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
but the dog didn't care either.
The circus wasn't very popular anymore. It used to be really popular, but they weren't getting many customers. Were people impressed? I don't think people were impressed anymore.
No, they weren't. It was already hard enough to bring in people, but even Ivan's finale just wasn't bringing more people in. And at one point in the movie, Bryan Cranston said, the money that we're bringing in barely covers the cost of food.
So,
I mean, I wouldn't be impressed to begin with a roaring gorilla.
Well, I guess I'd be impressed that there's a gorilla in the mall. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
I wonder how much tickets were. I don't.
What time was it?
They didn't say.
I'm trying to.
I'm guessing like 80s.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, based on the way people were dressed.
They had in that store, in the other store in the mall, it was like kind of retro electronics too. So I think it was like vacuums or something. I don't know.
I was gonna try to figure it out based on the car that I drove, but I don't know anything about cars. So
we'll say 80s.
It was a Mustang. I know that much.
80 sounds about right, because that's when malls started actually like becoming a thing.
Yeah.
And we're here.
So to draw more of a crowd,
oh dang! Yeah, I did that.
I was unintentional. He gets a new animal. It's baby Ruby, a little elephant.
Baby Ruby.
Little cutie,
Yeah.
little Ruby. And then as Ruby comes in, guess what happens?
Ivan is so jealous.
Yep. And Stella is training Ella. Or wait, no, Stella is training Ruby.
Yeah.
Sorry, getting Disney elephants mixed up here. To take her place.
Right. I said Ruby is going to turn this place around, and Ivan, you washed up.
Yeah.
Because at first I thought the movie was going to be about Ivan drawing things and then having it be Ruby or whatever, because she has the cuter element.
I wondered, Huichin, what noise you made when you first saw little Ruby.
No, I mean...
Nailed it.
At first we were like, "Oh my god, it's a tiger, it's a lion," and then little Ruby comes out. Something like that.
Yeah. So we see Stella teaching Ruby. They're eating hay. I wondered how much hay it takes to feed an elephant.
A lot.
Yeah.
Stella is hurt. She's like acting funky.
Yeah.
Her
foot hurts. It's like this.
And she can't put any weight on it.
At some point during this, what were they talking about? Is it later that Ivan talks about his life
Past?
before? Yeah.
No, it was before Stella. Whatever happens to Stella.
Because next I have Ruby saying, "Will we ever be free?" And that was sad.
Well, it was so one night when Ruby gets there, she's like in this cage now, so she's hyper, she's a baby. Stella's sick, not feeling so well, so she walks up to Ivan, whose cage is right next door, and she was like, tell me a story, how'd you get here? And then Ivan tells a version of his story, which was, he was raised by Bryan Cranston. Max, and he was an infant, and they took him everywhere. He ate everything, dressed up every day, but he made little gorilla mistakes, and then Max girl left him, and then now he's just old and still stuck in a cage, pretty much, in human captivity, because humans are evil. And then Stella kind of takes Ivan aside and was like, I need you to free Ruby. She can't live like this.
What kind of green ass death wish is that? Like, he's a gorilla trapped in a cave. How you think he's gonna free anybody? Like, no.
Why are you putting that on me?
Yeah.
You want me to what?
Come on. Try my best here. Like, you think I'm supposed to be wanting to be stuck in this cave? Yeah, that was pretty fucked up, Stella.
She can't talk about her dying wish.
Pretty fucked up.
She can't talk about her dying wish.
Didn't she make him promise?
Yeah.
How do you promise that?
It worked out in the end for everybody. So
yeah, but all that stress.
Yeah, it didn't really seem like before that Ivan cared about being anywhere else.
No,
he was happy just like performing.
Because he was.
I guess he like kind of repressed his.
Yeah, that's true.
His freedom.
Yeah.
Until Ruby made him talk about it. I think that's what.
Yeah,
he needed to work out his psychological, mental trauma.
Yeah. Ah, yeah. He did he talk about how like he sort of just like forced himself to forget things? That seems familiar.
I don't.
Repressing things.
I think so. Yeah. I think so.
Yeah. So Stella or Ruby knows the truth of how an animal should live. Or never mind. No, not yet.
So what's happening? Ruby does her first show, and she's so shy she doesn't want to come out. But eventually,
well, she does her first show fine with Stella, but Stella unfortunately dies the next.
Yeah, right. They have the like an overhead view of where Stella is laying, and then she just like fades away and is gone. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, is it that easy to get rid of an elephant body like that? Like, did he just take a wheelbarrow, pick her up, put her on the curb for the garbage men to pick up? You call the elephant hotline at City Hall. I got an elephant for you to pick up.
What do you do? No, I'm curious.
They did a chainsaw. They chop it up. I feel like for me that's the most logical way.
Is it?
Vats of acid.
Vats of acid.
That's what he did.
Is that accessible?
Let me get a room full of acid here.
You think they cremated it? Like, and like something that big, there's no crematory that's that big, so you just cremate it on site. You just
that's what I'm saying.
Flamethrower the body, I guess.
Yeah, that's why get the chainsaw or a handsaw.
Huh.
How do you dispose of a dead elephant?
Would it be too grim if they just like kept their bones and put them on display?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that'd be pretty sweet, but it'd be too grim for Disney.
I mean, too grim for a mall circus.
Well, because if you walk inside of a mall circus, anywhere, and you see an elephant skeleton, you'd be like, "Oh, that's sweet." You know what I'm saying? Like, "Oh, that's so cool." You wouldn't be like, "Oh my god, this thing used to be alive." Like, that's not what's going through your head.
I always think about that when I go to someone's house and I see the deer heads. I'm like, wow, this thing.
How often do you see that at people's houses?
This is Florida a lot.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I've seen two of them, 3.
Literally, my high school friend like lived in a trailer house, but then her living room was like the size of this room, and you just see 3 deers all the time.
That's how you do it.
And I'm like, were these real? And she was like, yeah, my dad shot them. And I was like, oh my god.
It's the most humane way of getting meat, by the way.
And then she offered me some venison jerky, and I said no.
This is what you're eating him.
You just store it on the skull. Just peel it off when you want to eat some.
Yeah.
We learn a little bit.
Ruby's first.
Yeah, Ruby's first show. We learn a little bit about the stray dog's background. He just kind of casually says how he was abandoned by a human and he fell off a bridge and almost drowned.
I don't remember that.
Really?
No.
It was really funny because he was just so casual about it.
I remember him talking about it, but I don't remember any of that, like him falling off a bridge.
Okay. So this is when Ruby asks about Ivan's backstory.
Freedom. Okay.
The dog tells his backstory because Ivan doesn't want to say anything. And then Ivan gets into how Mac adopted him at some point. He didn't go further back than he goes further back later on, but he doesn't at this point.
Okay.
How he lived in a house with Mac and Mac's girlfriend, I guess. And then he started. Well, he was really cute. He was at the mall. He was a big attraction. People would take pictures with him. And then he started breaking stuff. And then Ellen, Mac's girlfriend, said, "Bump this gorilla house," and moves out. And it's at that point, after that, Stella dies.
Okay.
And this is where I put, who do you call to pick up an elephant? Do you leave it on the curb? And then all the animals are sad, and they're talking about how they miss Stella. And I have here Huichin cry check. Were you crying about the animals missing Stella?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, as soon as she started limping that one leg, I knew the death was coming.
Yeah.
So I was already crying.
As soon as she spoke, I was like, "This old bitch, she gonna die." I already knew, man.
I think yeah. As soon as he saw Ruby, he was like, "Well, Stella's dead," or something like that.
Wow. It only makes sense. Somebody gotta die in the Disney animal speaking show.
Yeah, of course, it's the mom character.
Yep, the matriarch, the mommy elephant.
Who died in Jungle Book? Bagheera?
Bagheera's alive. They kill Shere Khan at the end.
Oh, wait, hold on. Who is that?
The panther.
The evil tiger.
Oh, the eagle one.
Tiger?
Wants to eat the man cub. Huh?
I said panther. Is he a tiger? I don't know.
Oh yeah, he's a tiger.
Bagheera is a black panther.
Okay.
Shere Khan is the evil tiger. But yeah, Stella dead.
Yeah, Stella dead. People sad. Animals sad. I don't remember what's happening at this point. But I have that the dog licks Ivan's face to wake him up. And he thinks it's gross. So even gorillas thinks that a dog licking your face is gross.
That's not gross.
It is gross.
Perfectly normal.
At this point, Mac is trying to train Ruby more. So I thought there would be a connection here. He's trying to teach her to step up on this little platform. That's impressive, I guess. So I thought there would be a connection with that because it like zoomed in on her foot, and I was like, "Oh, is that how Stella got injured after all these years?" But
I didn't think about that.
There was never that connection.
No, there was not.
So Mac is trying to teach Ruby. She doesn't really want to learn, and I thought at this point it would be make Mac more of a villain, but he just kind of like
that's what
yeah,
I thought
me too.
too.
I thought he was gonna start hitting her.
Yeah,
he kind of was pushy, like super pushy. Though.
Yeah,
they did.
He raises his voice a little. I don't know. I don't remember enough to say if he started yelling. I don't think he did. But still, she didn't want to do it. The animals were like, and even like the little girl and her dad were like, okay, I think that's good. And then Ruby just squirts in his face some mucus. I don't know what that is, but there's a lot of it. Because it seemed like goopy.
What else is goopy?
Vaginal discharge. I mean, she's an elephant, so there's probably a lot that can go around, even though she's like a baby. Right?
Oh my god. We're not getting on this topic. This is weird.
I'm just being real. I'm just science, man. Like, how much bodily fluids does an elephant have? It's a lot. I'm sure they're just bigger.
And their trunks are impressive, so they could probably snort up any kind of fluid into it and shoot it out.
Yeah.
But he gets squirted in the face. His hair and face is full of elephant goop. It's revealed that he has, like, I don't know, a toupee. Is that a thing people have?
Comb over.
Come over, yeah, okay,
Terrible.
yeah. And his hair looked insane, and it was funny. So
You think he beat Ruby after that? Off camera.
That's the thing. That's the one thing I didn't like about the movie was Bryan Cranston's character wasn't unlikable.
Mm-hmm.
And he was, and it never really showed him being, mean to the animals.
Yeah.
But you just know that if this wasn't a Disney movie and based on real life, he would be evil, like beating these animals probably. And
I think he leaned more likable, but still kind of indifferent for the most part. Because he did like ultimately
do it for his benefit.
Yeah. Wait, what? Well, but I said like he ultimately like let him free, but was that? Yeah.
It kind of seemed like he actually cared about the animals.
Yeah. He cared about Ivan. He just didn't know what Ivan wanted, I guess.
Right.
Until he figured it out.
Until he painted it out for him. Do I need to paint you a picture? Ivan said. And then he did. So at this point, the animals are like, all right, we busting out of here. And so they're trying to decide where to go. They say we're going to go into the forest and live there. So they all gather together. They bust out of the mall. The rabbit still has his fire truck, and I like that.
I forgot about this.
They cross the little highway. There's a forest across this highway. Is that accurate? Highway? Avenue?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a little highway. Then they get into the forest, and it's just a little baby forest. And
the reason why, they went that way was Stella was like, over beyond the mall outside there's like a sanctuary or something, right?
Did Stella say that?
And that's why
I didn't remember. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But they get to the forest and they don't see the sanctuary.
Yeah.
You get caught.
So Ivan's like, what the hell?
They get to the other side and it's just the city.
Yeah.
And
then they hear a voice.
It's Mac.
Saying, yeah.
It says, come home, buddy. It's me. It me. He holds up a drawing of a cute puppy and he says, it me. Come home. And then they all go home. Like the movie wraps up pretty quickly at this point.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it does.
So they bust out. What happens here? Oh, I was wondering what happens if this seal stays out of water for a long time. Like, they were planning on living in the forest. What's the seal going to do? How long can he stay out?
He didn't think that through.
And then at this point, Ivan goes all the way back,
storytelling too.
Yeah, what his life was like when he lived in the wild. His name was Mud because he liked the mud, and he would he even drew back then. I thought that was interesting. He liked to draw in the mud.
Oh, he juiced up with his mud, right? Yeah.
Right. And then one day, some poachers appear. I guess they're poachers. They don't really get into it. And his family runs away. His dad grabs him, puts him up in a tree. Does he talk about his mom? He has a sister.
I think he did. I think talk about his mom, but I think his mom died like early.
Oh,
something like that.
So his dad gets shot. And we find out why his little stuffed gorilla is named Tag. Not Tag. because
Not
his
Tag, yeah.
real sister was named Tag, and he has a stuffed gorilla, and he names it not Tag. Sad.
Tearing up a little bit.
So at this point, Ivan, does he start his painting here?
I think this is when he does his second painting.
So
The butterfly?
Mac finds out that he likes painting and then gets him paint. Is that what happens?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was he became the main attraction again once Mac found out he was painting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he would like sell, I guess, his original works.
Right.
At some point, he painted a butterfly, and
yeah, he wanted to have him show him painting, but I remember the first time he like didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then is it the second time he makes the big glass painting?
The mural?
Yeah.
I think so.
So Ivan expresses that he wants to be free by painting a big painting.
It was a mural, it was like a landscape.
Yeah, a landscape
of a forest
on the glass. We never talked about how like the show he's like behind a glass, but he paints on the glass to express that he wants to be free. Apparently, I thought it was just a big painting. I didn't know that it meant he wanted to be free. But the little
like his other paintings were like things, butterflies. I don't know, beetles,
whatever he sees.
Yeah. So this was like the first time he did something that wasn't
something that he
an
saw.
item.
Yeah. So the little girl, the news comes to show Ivan's new talents. And then the little girl talks to the newscaster, talking about Ivan and how the animals should be free. And then there's a protest. And then some people come to pick up all the animals. It happens really quickly.
Yeah. So they had so did Mac need the protest in order to, you know what I'm saying, to like convince him to free the animals? Is that what happened?
Maybe.
Like he wouldn't. He was like, oh, you want to be free? But all right, fuck it, I don't care.
No, I don't think it was like that. I mean, before that happened, they made a little bit of money because of Ruby.
Yeah.
And then, but it still wasn't good enough. So then Ivan started drawing. But then when the protest happened, they kept questioning him. Like, obviously, he's drawing this. Like, do you think they want to live in captivity? And I think they started questioning him, which made him question himself and what the animals would really want and need.
Did they get into that with him?
I remember somebody talked to him and it got through to his head and he looked like deep in thought. And then
he looked like he was thinking, I need to free these animals.
Or at least like it looked like he finally came to the realization that what he was doing wasn't necessarily right.
Yeah.
Like, yes, he wasn't mistreating the animals, but they definitely weren't like living lives to their full potential.
Yeah. So all the animals get packed up. They say goodbye to each other. Dr. Maya comes to pick up Ruby, and she finally gets her carrot. Ruby really likes carrots. We never got to do it. But she finally gets a carrot. And it was at this point I was like, I'm surprised they didn't make Mac more of a villain. Because I think at the end he's still relatively likable. I wouldn't say that he's like, he's not like a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it just like shows how even though like you love something, it might, if you love something, let it free, or, that kind of shit.
Yeah, that's
basically what happened. Because like I got people that own monkeys, even though monkeys really shouldn't be house pets, but they love them as much as they can, but obviously that's not what the monkey wants. That was kind of like the same thing, because he did love Ivan and all the animals there.
So should all pet owners leave their doors open at all times just in case their animals want to leave?
Yeah, we do that with Scott. She comes back every night.
I think for the most part, dogs would. Nothing else would. Dogs would stay.
I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like with the exception of like cats and dogs.
Well, dogs legit can't live on their own. Like they're not trained for that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like with the exception of cats and dogs, no animal should be held in captivity.
As long as it depends on like because there's like generations of selective breeding in order to get a dog or a cow or cattle.
Yeah.
Sheep, because like sheep, they also can't live by themselves. Their fur does not stop growing. Like we literally have to shear them, or else it'll just keep growing into a ball and then mat up. And then
Yeah, but they look so cool.
Eventually, the sheep.
They're all wild.
Yeah, eventually the sheep will literally be immobile.
Maybe
Pretty crazy.
that's the life they were meant to have.
I don't think so, man.
Yeah. So
they're
just harvest these wild sheep.
Like
just some a skeleton covered in wool. That's the way God intended, man.
Yeah.
Look at this herd, lift it, and it'll be bound.
Yeah. That'd be pretty crazy. Yeah, it's like you'd release a Shih Tzu out in the wild. It's not gonna like chase down squirrels and just
Yeah, so the movie showed an aspect that is not so easy in real life, which is protest working.
Yeah, it was really quick. The protest was one scene, and then it was over.
Matt gave them up rather quickly, so only if it happened in real life.
Free
like
Ruby,
that.
free Ivan. Okay.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's like he didn't really have a choice. I mean, because he did love Ivan. So once Ivan was like, "Yo, let me free, nigga,"
it would be.
We'd be like,
it would have been interesting if they just had counter protesters. It's like, no, keep Ruby and Ivan. Put on a show for us.
Yeah, because I mean, I think then I don't know if Mac truly understood. At some point Ivan said, I'm getting old. It's almost taxing on me to be angry and get into that state. Like roaring is getting harder on my throat. Like,
did he say that?
He said that? He didn't say all this.
Yes, he did.
What did he say?
At one point he said, like, I wish they had me do something different because they pinned me as this big angry gorilla and that's not really me.
Yeah.
And he said, like getting myself pumped up for that is hard, and even roaring like hurts my throat. He said that.
Okay.
I don't know why you're shaking your head.
Ivan lazy AF. Oh my god. Ivan's show was 5 seconds long. That's what he did. That's too much for you, Ivan.
Do you know how much adrenaline he has to pump up to get that?
Oh, that circus failing.
Oh my god.
Lazy ass gorilla.
Yeah, gorillas are supposed to be lazy. Sit around, eat some grass, vegetables, termites.
Yeah, they're super docile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
So it's hard for a naturally docile animal to get aggressive.
They are docile. We should let's all buy one together.
You think if we had one for a pet, he'd kill us?
I mean, I hope not, but
it's so docile that they won't kill us.
I mean, zookeepers can do they go in while the animal's in there? I don't know.
Some of them.
Yeah, some.
It depends on where you get. Like, I don't think Disney ever does that. Disney always keeps their animals in there. Well, I guess not some animals, but the dangerous animals, I guess. I'm not sure if those are considered dangerous. They're super strong, though.
Any animal could be dangerous. What's the least dangerous animal at Animal Kingdom? Flamingos.
Yeah.
Tortoise.
Flamingo. Tortoise is pretty. Yeah. I'd rather fight a flamingo than a tortoise, though.
Dogs will tear you up.
Yeah.
So Ivan is finally freed. He gets into his cage and is transported. He wakes up in a white room and he's all
which I thought
angry.
was weird.
And then the doctor's like, "Don't worry, Ivan, you're free." And then the big gate opens up. I'm just like, "Why didn't you let
Like, why would you
him
not?
out? Why are you playing this joke on him?"
It's like, why would you stress him out so bad to like freak him out in this big white scary room? And then it's like, ooh, nice lush greenery
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, and he's in a huge what's the word?
Open field.
Yeah,
Gorilla
a
sanctuary.
big sanctuary, right?
They went to a zoo.
But it wasn't specific to gorillas.
No, because
Yeah.
like he was able to walk through and he's able to see Stella,
Yeah.
and he was happy that she's finally free and playing with.
Are they really free though? That's not what Stella wanted.
Yeah, they can't go like
Stella wanted really to
there's
live
still
in Africa.
there's still constraints to the limits of the sanctuary. It's better that they're
That's a step up.
out. Yeah.
She's limited, but
Yeah.
better than living inside for the rest of her life.
She traded one
has
cage for
fear.
another cage.
That is literally what happened. Though,
I mean,
I guess we'll count it as a win.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's like I don't.
I mean, it would have been fake if they.
I don't support animal tourism, but I guess if all zoos were made up of animals that
And most of them
physically
are. A lot
cannot,
of them are.
live in the wild, like the zoo here, the bear, he can't live by himself. His foot's like messed up for
The
life.
manatee can't live by itself. Wait, what am I thinking of? I'm thinking of Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, like I wish it was like that, where it's just like rehabbing animals or rehabbed animals that physically cannot live.
I mean, I know in like Animal Kingdom, a lot of the animals are like that, but not all of them. Definitely not. But like some of these animals, they can just live in captivity and not care. Alligators, like they don't care. They vibing.
But I do feel like elephants aren't those animals.
What else? Probably cattle, like the Watusi cattle.
And Coley.
Same thing. Those are bred for captivity. They're fine. I don't know.
So Ivan takes a stroll around and he sees all the animals free, basically, all his friends.
Yeah.
And seeing all that
free
puts him at peace. And then he sees other gorillas running around and he's just content now.
He saw other gorillas there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He walks right past them.
Was he the only male? No.
No, he saw other gorillas and their babies and their dads and stuff.
Oh, he better get beat up. If we being real. We being real right now, or he about to get outcasted. He'd be like, "Fuck, I fucked up. I'm on my dog." Dog at what happened to the dog?
He gets adopted.
Dang, does he?
Yeah.
By the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they come to the zoo to visit him.
Yeah.
What about the poodle?
What is the zoo that allows dogs?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, if that's the case, I would take Sky to the zoo.
I mean, Ivan is a special case, so they might have made a little exception for
him. Hey, who's your friend?
Yeah. They're in the zoo, and the girl and the dad visit, and then Matt comes to visit.
Yeah, with his hair down. He let his hair down for this.
Oh, Mac?
Yeah.
So did he retire? Like, did he just have enough money to not do that anymore?
I don't know. They never said. I mean,
his ass on the street.
Did he own them all?
Hell no. Definitely not.
Because at one point he saw like another dude
trying to
leaving.
Leaving. He was like, "Why don't you stay? Like Ruby is here. It might pick up."
I thought he was like encouraging him to stay because like it was his mom.
I think that's so it wasn't just him.
Yeah, I didn't think he wanted to be like dead, like a dead mall.
Because it looked pretty run down already.
Because like it's themed after a circus. Did he also just happen to open the circus there? Or maybe since that was like the biggest attraction, they made it.
I think that's what it was.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we learn the real story about Ivan during the credits, I think.
Yeah. Real life pictures.
Yeah, they have an interview with Ivan where they talk to him, which is really good. Nothing about that. That doesn't happen.
I don't remember.
I remember crying during the credits with like pictures of the real Ivan, but I don't remember what I saw.
Did he draw like real?
He did draw, yeah. I looked up some information about him. He became too big at the age of 3, and that's when
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
he was put into the cage, I guess. And he was in there for 27 years.
Good lord.
Yeah. So an animal group. Do you know how much they paid to free Ivan?
How much?
Make a
Who are you
guess.
paying, first of all?
How much? He's paying the owner. They're paying the owner.
The owner?
Yeah. How much do you think
$57,000.
a grown gorilla costs? Huichin?
57,000.
Why are you looking it up?
$8,000.
8,000.
Just looking up the paintings.
Oh, 30,000 for a gorilla.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, 30,000.
You thinking about it now?
Oh, great. That'd be, a pretty legit prank. Just release a gorilla in somebody's house or something. $30,000 for a gorilla. So they have to pay the owner.
Mm-hmm. And then they gave him to.
So in real life, Mac was a piece of shit.
I don't know.
Probably.
Well, I guess it would be better to be paid to get rid of the animals. Better for him, at least.
Oh yeah, for sure. But he didn't do it out of the kindness of his heart. Is what I'm saying.
Man's got to eat.
Yeah.
So that's when, after that, there's the post-credit scene where it shows Ivan's humans coming to visit him, and the dog's with him.
He's dead. Is Ivan currently dead?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He died during the anesthetized medical exam.
Anesthetized?
Mm-hmm.
They put him under.
Yeah. It can be dangerous.
That's really sad.
What about was Ella or Ruby? Was she real?
Probably not.
The only person that was real was Ivan.
Yeah.
The only person.
Which is really crazy because it says he was brought from the Congo as a baby, literally just to live with humans.
Really?
I feel like that happened a lot back in the day.
Yeah.
Huh? I mean, it didn't say like his parents died from poaching. It was literally he was captured from the wild to live with humans.
I mean, you can't just go up there and steal a baby gorilla without some kind of resistance, I'm sure.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure the parents were killed.
Oh, 100%.
But then he lived in a shopping mall after his owners gave him up in Tacoma, Washington for 27 years.
Oh, so he had
And did he pay?
owners before being in the mall.
He had owners, and then he got so big,
right,
they moved him into a 14 by 14 concrete enclosure on display.
Dang. That's big. It's bigger than my apartment.
Don't make it sound like it's
Free Josh.
Free Josh movement. And then animal welfare organizations campaigned, like protested for his release. And then he went to a zoo in Seattle, and then he went to Atlanta Zoo permanently. And he did not do well with other gorillas. He had no desire to mate.
So he was outcast, huh?
Didn't have any gorilla behavior. He preferred human interaction over gorillas. So a lot of training had to be done.
Training?
He had never lived outdoors, so it was just a culture shock to him pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, he was able to readjust and accept his role as a silverback in the troop, but he was rarely observed breeding with female gorillas.
Rarely.
So he didn't know how to have sex.
There's the gorilla. There's Ivan.
That's from the movie.
That's not from the movie. That's the real Ivan.
No.
Oh, you brought up a stream?
Picking a flower.
Hang on.
I guess I don't have to stream it.
Well, it came up on Discord, and it's getting recorded, so the viewers could see it.
Oh, that was the intention.
There he is.
That's Ivan. Oh, not anymore. But yeah, good old Ivan. Now he's dancing in Valhalla with Harambe.
Dancing.
That's how they do, man.
I've never seen a gorilla dance.
Oh, let me see his paintings. His real.
I don't think you're going to be
real
impressed.
I'm not, because I saw a little sneak peek of one. Yeah, they're not coherent. Like,
What do you expect?
they're not that good. A beetle? I was lied to. I don't know if this is. Alright. But yeah, it looks like he just smears stuff on the. As it is exactly what he did.
That's what painting is.
Yeah, smearing paint onto stuff.
So the only one that's like legit that I can tell that he did it was this picture that he's holding. He's actually holding on to it. And that does not look impressive at all. Look at that. Look at that thing. Oh my god, Weebly, get out of here.
Oh, there it is. Thank you, Weebly.
Oh no. I disconnected. Right, we back.
But so rating wise,
how many bananas? Even though girls don't eat bananas in the wild.
There were never bananas in this movie. Was there a banana in this movie?
How many carrots would you give it?
Gotta be at least one banana.
How many carrots? How many paintings? How many gallons of...
How many paintbrushes?
Paintbrushes.
How many elephant carcasses?
No. We're gonna do how many paintbrushes for Ivan.
Let's go 4. It was fine for what it is.
I'm going.
You're going.
I'm going 3.5.
3.5.
All right.
I
would not recommend.
I'm going 3.
3.
I guess I would recommend it, but I would have been way more disappointed if I like paid for that.
I don't think I'd recommend it, and I definitely wouldn't have paid for it knowing what it was. But I don't know. I feel like it just didn't portray its strong points strong enough.
Yeah.
In reality, they should have just made Mac turn crazy and into like the antagonist.
Yeah, we needed a clear-cut villain in this. He needed to be Cruella.
Little kids that don't know what's going on with how these animals are treated need to know by making Bryan Cranston's character evil.
So
he can do evil really well too.
It was too friendly.
Yeah, he was too like where you can sympathize with him.
Yeah. But
and instead it should have been like, how dare you, trap them? You should have known better.
I guess that's what you'd expect. So I don't know. It's kind of interesting that they didn't go that way.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it needs to be clear cut.
I think it would have been a better movie if they made him evil.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah.
And even I feel like the movie wasn't that long, so even if they elaborated that, Ivan was happy that he was out of the mall, but it was hard for him to. I mean, kind of showed it by him not really interacting with the other gorillas. Like once he was there at the end of the movie, he just went back and forth looking at his friends.
Yeah.
That he grew up with and not necessarily hanging out with his gorilla buddies.
It was fine. If you want to watch a movie about a talking gorilla, it'll be good for you.
It's alright. I wouldn't recommend it. I'd watch it.
And
I wouldn't watch it
please
again.
don't support any sort of paid animal entertainment of any kind.
If you have a spare $30,000, just buy gorilla. It's fine. That's what I say.
Yeah, or you can get 16 tigers, 30,000. What's the going rate for gorillas right now?
I don't know. Do people own gorillas like that?
For a while, like owning spider monkeys was like a big thing, right?
Probably.
They wear the little diaper.
Yeah.
Just,
I would never.
Yeah. Never trust a monkey.
$15,000 or $15,000 to $40,000.
What are these postings on Craigslist?
This was written in 2011.
No,
Facebook Market. No, this is some dude. I don't know. NBC News. He said 15 to 40,000. You probably get them for like 5,000 if you look hard enough.
A used one.
Used. Oh my god. Gorilla permits. Anyways, that's a whole nother rabbit hole. Yeah. Exotic animals. They cost a lot.
That's the lesson from this episode.
What's that for that? You have a game for us?
No.
Really wanted a game.
Hold on.
Now we have a screen. We can incorporate games.
Yeah, I'll come up with a game real quick. So it's multiple choice. I'll ask the question and give some answers, and you buzz in by saying your name. Oh, all
right.
You can show your bucket now. Yeah. There it is. For those not watching, Huichin has a little Simba popcorn bucket. It's him posing as if he's being picked up, presented to all the animals. Yeah. And that goes well with our first question. What was the Lion King originally called? The King of Lions?
He did.
What?
Oh, sorry, it's multiple choice. Never mind.
No, you already said. No. Go ahead, guess.
No.
What's your guess?
You have to guess.
Jungle Emperor Leo.
What?
Incorrect. The King of Lions, King of the Jungle, Lion Kingdom, the Baby Lion.
Lion Kingdom. No,
you have to say your name.
It's my turn because you already went.
He said buzz in by saying your name.
But you already buzzed in, so it's my turn.
No, it doesn't. It just reset.
No.
Josh, who do you want to go first? I buzzed in correctly. He just shouted.
It was my turn.
No, there's no turn. You buzzed in.
You got it wrong. You can't just saying your name over and over again.
We didn't establish a rule, so yeah. Well, what'll we say?
I buzzed. You said buzz in by saying your name, and I said my name.
If you get it wrong, the other person has a chance to guess, and if they get it wrong, then buzz in again. So,
okay.
Lenny P, what was your guess?
Lion Kingdom.
Incorrect.
Lenny P.
B.
B.
King of the Jungle.
King of the Jungle.
Lenny P was dead.
Yep.
King of the Jungle is correct.
Clear on your directions. No, I won that. Stop.
He literally just said, if you buzz in, you get it wrong, the other person has a chance to get it right, and then if that person gets it wrong, then you have to buzz in.
Lenny P with 1 point.
Yeah.
Next question.
You're welcome, Jesus.
Wait. So what was B?
The King of the Jungle.
The King of the Jungle?
It was whatever you said.
Which is dumb because lions don't live in jungles. Come on, Disney.
Actually,
go ahead, finish it.
Do
they live in jungles?
The word for jungle just means any place outside of any wild place.
So Antarctic is the jungle.
Yeah.
Hmm. Outside my house
And
is a jungle.
there are some lions that live in the jungle. I don't think African lions do though. What's the name of Disney's oldest film? Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Jungle Book, Cinderella.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Snow White is correct. That's 2 points.
How you like that? You know that because Snow was ugly AF. I was like, oh my god, so ugly.
Which Disney Animation Studios film had the first female director? Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Mulan, Frozen.
Huichin.
Go ahead.
D. Frozen.
Frozen is correct. 1 point for Huichin.
How many questions are there?
20.
Oh my lord. This is like 7.
This is question 4. 4 out of 20. Which film was named after Walt Disney? Peter Pan, Robin Hood, Wall-E, Pinocchio.
Huichin. C. Wall-E.
Wall-E is correct.
You don't even know.
What does that mean? Wall-E, Disney. Is there a connection there?
Walter.
Yeah. Walt Disney. All right,
Wall-E.
I know you're serious.
Oh, Huichin, that's another point.
Yep.
Which Disney character doesn't speak? Simba, Sebastian, Bambi, Dumbo.
Lenny P.
Lenny P. Bambi is incorrect.
D. Huichin.
You don't have to buzz
It's your
in.
turn.
But it's
D.
D is for Dumbo,
Dumbo?
and that's correct.
Nah, Dumbo speak. That boy speak.
Question 6.
Who is the only Disney princess to have a child? Cinderella? Beauty? What? Belle? Ariel? Or Jasmine?
Lenny
Huichin.
P.
Ooh, I think he should beat you.
C. Ariel.
Ariel's correct.
Yes.
Oh, I got that wrong.
I'm
anyway.
fucking smoking your ass.
1 point ahead.
No, how many points ahead am I?
2 points.
You only got 2.
How many you got?
If we're on question 6, I should have 4.
You do have 4.
Oh,
Okay.
Continue.
Question 7. What was Mickey Mouse meant to be called? What was his original name? Michael, Monty, Mortimer, Morris.
C.
Maybe.
Huichin.
C.
No!
He
Stop!
is correct, Mortimer. Lenny P buzzed
Josh,
in.
who?
Lenny P buzzed in.
You didn't buzz in.
Let me just say, who shouts the letter? Damn it! I don't say my name is hard. I don't do
You
it.
had to buzz in.
You have to buzz in.
Can we just?
You're buzzing.
We should invest in some buzzers. We'll do that sometime.
Oh my! Stop! Give me Mortimer. You wouldn't have known if it wasn't for me.
Nah, I knew that.
It's very nice.
Question 8.
That's what I.
Who was the first African American Disney princess in a film?
Huichin.
Go ahead, Huichin.
Tiana. Oh.
Tiana is correct. Oi, why'd you say oi?
Huh? Because I remembered you were gonna give out multiple choice. It should be like if I answer before you give it,
Yeah.
double point.
It shouldn't be that.
You can answer before I finish.
Okay.
That's fine, yeah. What character did Walt Disney play at school? He got the idea of one of his movies after playing a character in a performance of a play at school as a child.
Lenny P.
Go ahead.
A tree. That's how he got. That's how I envisioned Fantasia with the dancing trees.
So the options are Robin Hood, Peter Pan, Hercules, or Woody.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question?
No, he cannot.
I can't. What character did Walt Disney play at school? Robin Hood, Peter Pan, Hercules, or Woody?
B. Hercules. B. Peter Pan.
Peter Pan is correct.
Oh my god, you look so bad.
I played a tree too.
What color is used to signify evil in Disney? Orange, red,
Lenny P. Green.
Can you be more specific? I'll
Green.
give it to you, but
Lime green.
Neon green. Oh,
lime green is correct, but jeez, who are you? Lenny P said green, and that's fine.
let's go.
You're
What?
fucking
See him? Evil.
What is the real name of Boo from Monsters, Inc.? Mary, Sarah, Jenny, or Maggie?
Lenny P.
Lenny P.
C.
What is he?
What is
Was it Jenny?
Jenny's incorrect.
She looks like a Jenny. That's why I said that.
Can you repeat the multiple choice?
Mary, Sarah, Jenny, or Maggie?
A. Mary.
Mary's correct.
She looks like a Jenny.
I'm still Jenny but the pop. Her real name is Mary Gibbs. There's more to say, but I clicked past it. What is the name of the boy who owns Buzz Lightyear in the movie Toy Story?
Huichin.
Andy.
You didn't even say who.
He didn't know. He thought it was a tie, so I just did it.
Yeah, I thought it was a tie.
Like
Lenny P, that's correct. You get the point.
Stop cheating.
Which Disney princess has a raccoon as a sidekick?
Lenny P.
Hey, I don't know my name.
Pokemon.
I don't know my name. Stop.
What was you saying?
Lenny P, that's correct.
I don't know my name. I never say it. Can I say something else?
What's wrong with your name?
I can't say it when I'm thinking fast.
In Finding Nemo, in which country does Nemo end up? France?
Asian. Ah.
Lenny P.
Australia.
Australia is correct.
You're cheating now.
I can't say my name. I literally
Yours is less syllables. Lenny P says 3. You say 2.
Let me say.
What would you rather say then?
I'll start saying Huichin. Lenny P.
Okay. How about just Len P? Limpy.
No, you have to say Lenny P.
Lenny P. Okay, I got it. Lenny. Let me.
Let me pee. Do you gotta take a break?
Lenny P.
What is the name of Bambi's rabbit friend?
Lenny P. Thumper.
Thumper is correct.
I don't know what you said, but it wasn't Lenny P.
So I clicked on Thumper, and then the answer says, it's Australia. His dad eventually finds him and takes him home again. Someone got mixed up there. In Peter Pan, did Captain Hook have a hook for his left hand or his right hand?
Lenny P. You said Lenny P, so you fucked up.
Oh, I did. Continue.
Okay.
It's his left hand.
That's correct. All right. Coming up to the end here.
Can we find out who's winning?
All right. The points right now. Lenny P has 9 points. Huichin Yi has 8 points.
Wait, what?
Lenny P has 9 points. Huichin Yi has 8 points.
Yeah, you be fucking up with the.
How?
He's gonna be buzzing in.
1 point difference.
I fucking gave you those free.
What is the name of Donald Duck's sister?
Lenny P.
Go ahead.
She'll know.
Daisy.
Incorrect.
Yeah. Incest, huh? They're just banging each other.
So the options
Daisy
are
and Malcolm.
Dumbo, Dumbella, or Dumbaroo.
Lenny P.
It's my turn.
It is.
It's the second one, Dumbrella.
Dumbella is correct.
Yes. You need two in a row to tie it.
All right. Question 18. What does Cinderella's fairy godmother turn into a carriage?
Lenny P. Pumpkin.
Pumpkin's correct. Catching up.
I'm thinking Shrek.
Question 19. Which was the first Disney movie to receive an Oscar nomination for Best Picture? Dumbo, Beauty and the Beast, Mary Poppins.
Lenny P.
I think Huichin got that one.
Could I have the options in order again?
Oh my god, that's not how this works.
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins is incorrect.
We're gonna go Dumbo.
Dumbo is incorrect.
For the win. Oh
no! Motherfucking no!
You gotta buzz in.
You do have to buzz in.
Can you repeat that?
No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that.
Time's
you can't
up.
buzz in.
Time's up, Huichin.
Huh?
What's the answer?
Beauty and the Beast.
That's right. All right, we're all tied up at 10 points each. Last question for the win.
All right.
What is Cinderella's slipper made of?
Repeat.
Glass.
Glass is correct.
Well, actually, it depends on which time frame of the movie, because it's just cloth before it turns into glass.
What?
She didn't always have glass slippers on. She had cloth and slippers on too. So there's confusion.
All right, that's correct. That's correct. So it's a tie. Huichin wins the Disney quiz. Congratulations. You're a Disney wizard.
All right.
In reality, I got fucking 19 of them. Right?
I don't think you did.
Let's be real. You would not have known Mortimer.
How do you know?
Swear on us, you would have.
How do you know? You don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't know. Half the shit I didn't say my name, so my answer just spewed out from me being in a hurry.
That's gonna be fun to listen back to. Listeners, how'd you do on the Disney quiz? Are you a Disney wizard too? I bet you are. I believe in you. If you want to get in contact with us, you can reach us in a number of ways. We have our email address, disneydumdum@gmail.com. If you want to reach me directly, I'm on Instagram. My username is USB Goblin. That's USB Goblin. I also have a Disney Dum Dum Instagram page that I haven't updated in a while. But every episode I say, I'm going to upload something. I haven't.
You don't.
But maybe I will today. So follow us to there. Huichin.
If you want to get in contact with me, you can reach me on our Disney Dum Dum Facebook page. Or if you want to reach me directly, my Instagram is Huichin, HUIICHINNNNN.
And Lenny P, any parting words?
We all know that I secretly won the Disney quiz, but continue.
So that's it for this week. Thanks for listening, and we will see you real soon. You waiting on me?
Yeah.
I have a very important message. Hello? Yeah. Sure. Okay. Thanks, Mr. President. Bye.
Do some fuck shit. Barely held it together.
Oh, wait. Now I'm getting Hello?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Who's this supposed to be?
It was Putin. Good old Putin.
Who's vibrating?
Oh, my phone. Hold on.
Oh my god.
It's me.